Hello great farmers, good morning. Yeah, this video is done in the morning, but good day wherever you're going to see this video. Will I tell you enjoying the rain? This is Rivers State and we've been having rain back to back, and there are lots of implications to it. One, if you apply your fertilizers just immediately at the stop of the rain, when the moisture is not drained out of the soil, you're going to have leaching. Or you apply exactly when it's raining, you're going to have leaching. So it is best after a rainfall, you wait for the little soil moisture to be drained out of the pores, so your fertilizers or your nutrients are not completely leached. Yes, so that's where you have your fertilizers still in the root region of your crop. So this is not the essence of this video. I want to talk about something very important, and I think is a problem in agriculture, and farmers always experience it. You know, we know what variety is. When we talk about crop varieties, are the different copies, different appearances of the crop. Yes, so I'll use this maize for instance. Let's look at this. This Sitco 719, yeah, and then you have this is Oba Super 6 Pro Vitamin A. Now, why do we have different varieties? I'm going to explain that in details because there are so many reasons. One, to meet human needs. For example, why are we having Pro Vitamin A variety? Because they have seen that vitamin A is essential for us, and that this was bred or produced with vitamin A, with the aim of meeting vitamin A. So that's one of the limitations, and that has been met. Now, what about Sitco 719? Sitco 719 is high yielding maize, and for someone who is a commercial maize farmer and you supply to feed mills, you supply to cereal company, and you want maize that has good cup height. When I talk about the cup height, is that where the seeds are lined. Yes, and you want a full seed and very productive, you have to go for Sitco 719. It's very much productive. I think that they have a record of about almost 4 tons per hectare. Yes, so, and I think the average minimum around some places is 3.8 tons per hectare, and that's good. Now, another thing is varieties is being produced according to ecological zones. Yes, now that comes mostly with vegetables. Now, I'm not finished with the maize. Talking about the maize now, again, you'll see that we have different varieties like short duration, intermediate, and then long duration. Before now, we have maize that stay over 3 months on the field, but now you have maize that stay 90 days, 110 days, 120 days, and even there are maize, if you go into your sweet corn, your Z Saccharata, you'll see that there are maize that stay just 65-70 days. They are, but the difference is because the time has been, maturity period has been reduced, their yield will not be same as Sitco. Now, Sitco is hybrid, and then this is OPV. I am not in any way promoting this company, but I am just using this to educate us. Now, if we go into okra, you have different varieties of okra. You have the Kiriko, you have the ladyfinger, you have the Sire, you have other different kind of okra. So according to your ecological zones, these were created. That's why you have some of this crop that are drought resistant, and some of this crop that are moisture friendly. Yes, they are moisture friendly, so even if you have high rainfall, it's not going to affect the crop. Now, this is where the twist comes in cucumber you have that, in okra you have that, in rice, especially rice, we have so many varieties of rice: Faro 44, Faro 56, Faro 55, Faro 52, Faro 45, plenty Faros, different, and the Upwa, you have all of that. So different varieties was made. Even same company can have different copies. Same company to make different varieties. They can have different copy from one company. if you go to this Premier Seed now, even Oba Super 6, you see Oba Super 2, you see different types. Samars have 52, 51, 50, just to meet different needs according to you as a farmer and according to your ecological zone. If you go into tomato, in as much as we have Cobra 26, yes, I think I've seen Cobra 24 or a different Cobra from the normal Cobra 26, and you see the shape of the tomato, the taste are different, and the adaptive nature to different areas are also different. The way one is very well adaptive to the northern part, the other can grow very well in the southern part. And you know, when you get to the south, we also have the south like where we are now, where rain is our friend in the rainy season. Every day we are receiving rain in high amounts. Yes, so not all crop can actually withstand that. So this is the reason why some companies create variety. Now, where farmer gets it wrong is that a farmer in the north or a farmer in the west can plant one variety. Take for instance, you're planting maize and you cultivated let's say Samars 51, and you had high yield, and I decide to buy that same Samars 51 and cultivate in Rivers State. I shouldn't be expecting to get the same yield with you. Yes. Or sometimes my outcome, I see that the yield is a little different from theirs. Then I have to know that that seed is suited, is fit for his own ecological zones. That is why when seed company releases, they'll tell you plant in this area, especially rice. You will have drought resistant rice. Of course, when I say drought resistant rice, some rice that can withstand some level of non-moisture, those ones are cultivated in upland area. And now if you take it and go and cultivate in lowland area where there's swamp, it may not perform very well because you have changed its ecological zone, or what suits it, what makes it comfortable to produce very well. Remember the factors of production. If one of the factors are limiting, then you will not have good yield. So you have to study the seed. Whatever seed you're buying, first you have to ask, is high yielding? Yes. And the next thing is it good for my region? Is it good for my region? So in that case, even if you put in the Dorama fertilizer, any fertilizer you put, you may not get exact the same performance as it is with other regions. Yes. So this is why it is good to buy from certified seed companies. You buy your seed from certified seed companies where they can give you details of the seed and how you're cultivating it. And it's not because farmer A planted it in the west or in the north and you want to plant it here in the south and you now discredit the seed. No, you don't discredit it. You only look for a seed that is suitable for your ecological zone. That is very important. And that's why you can come to Rivers State and you see different kind of cucumber here, whereas you're going to the west, you're seeing different kind of cucumber and also what people would like. Another thing is this variety can also affect taste of the seed. Yes, because they are changing, they are altering the genetic nature of the seed or adding something to it to make it better. So what's going to happen? Not after you put fertilizer, you now say the fertilizer changed the taste. No, the variety may be of that taste. The variety 1 and variety 2 cannot have same taste. There will be a difference in the taste because performance, everything has been modified. Yes, so there will be difference in their taste and everything. But now, another thing people think is once you buy hybrid seed that you don't need to use fertilizers is a lie. Very fat lie. Because hybrid seeds are also nutrient eaters. They eat nutrient for you. For them to perform optimally, you need to feed them with the right nutrients. Yes, even if a seed is disease resistant and you go and give it the nutrient resistant, it will behave as if it has kwashiorkor for you and you won't get good results. So always plan to make sure you feed your seed, whichever seed you're buying, whichever varieties you're buying, with the right nutrient, and put it in the right ecological zone. That is the essence of this video, for us to know that there are different seeds for different locations. So having made these points clear, anywhere you are and you're a farmer, you can walk into any agro dealer store while you buy your seed and also ask of Indorama fertilizer. Thank you.